Video is going to be an RFI RFC concerning the exact location rather than the approximate location for the Lindbergh baby when it was found. Now the map that's given, this is the only one I can find where the kidnappers left the slain baby. And they kept talking about how close it was or how it was a simple walk away. Anyway, that's not really accurate, but anyway. Mount Rose is this city here, and this is Hopewell, and between them is two roads that do this and go like that, and this is actually north at this angle. And if we look at this is a map from the 1930s, and this is a aerial map done by using literally just airplane flyovers, and there's some missing information here that is probably pretty significant. So here we are, this is the map. This is as good as I can do it. There's a road that's going north to south here, then this delta shape here, and then they merge at Hopewell, and there's this one little road off to the side. There's Hopewell here, there's the split roads, and over here is Mount Rose. Then when we zoom in here, which will take a few minutes, sorry about it, and if I activate the roads on the street roads kind of thing, you'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. As you can see, it's listed as Hopewell Princeton Road and 569. But some of the reports indicate Old Mountain Rose Road and indicate this location. They don't show it on a map, and again, our map, if we can call it that, isn't really all that useful. It could be anywhere between them because it was said it was off the side of the road. So let's try to do this a little bit better. At the time in the 1930s, that was the biggest bunch of trees there. And I'll have a link to several images, but it shows a row of trees on one side of the road and blank areas mostly on the other, and these windbreaks. So it would seem to be this road. But the trouble is, half of the information says it's 75 feet, the others say it's 45 feet from one side of the road, or from one road out into the area there. Now, I'm going to zoom in slightly. This is one of the locations that's indicated, and this is a 200-foot length here, so it would be over here or over here off of one of these roads. And the only conundrum here is that the roads are indicated differently on different newspaper results, and also in court briefings, and also accounts that we have these days. And again, this map isn't very useful. And one of the accounts says the person who found the body went off on a dead-end road or an offside road and went to an area. And a bunch of people talked about there being a pathway. On the other end of this, however, is the other location. It doesn't seem to indicate anything of the sort as being the most likely pathway. And someone said they went past there and didn't see a body, and later on they might have seen a body, and this was in the news as well. So the two locations that I can work with, obviously, there has to be a street view of both of them. There isn't. There's only a street view along this road here. So, since that's all we got to work with, I went looking for another person. Now, this is an image. I've obviously altered it. This is off of a website that's a truther about the subject and is denying that this even happened or whatever. But anyway, the person said that it was on Mount Rose Road where the corpse was discovered on May 12, 1932. Pole is marked with a specific number and letter set, halfway between a rented farmhouse and high fields. But this image, if you look at it, is from 130 Hopewell Princeton Road. Now, any poll could match this. The trouble is, no, this literally matches it, including, now you need to see the number 62574. So just 62574. Okay. Waiting. Five seven something, and that looks like a 6-3. Now we take the street view and change it to a different year. Really doesn't matter which one. I'm going to go a little further this way. Can we see it? Nope, we can't. It's blurry. Let's get a little older on it. Or different. Six, 2, 5, 7, and then 4. Maybe. Okay, what about 2011 again. Can't really read it, but let's look at the peculiarities of it. Tie down for the stick, this height, and then the tag is put at that height. That might be very, very consistent, but that's a little too consistent to be an accident in that case. Also, it has the same vine around it. And this tie down here, if you want to look up and down the road, isn't duplicated on any of them. And a lot of these poles have something else added onto it, including a box, so you can put mail in it. So yeah, we're probably dealing with the correct pole, but it's the wrong road. So my data source that was supposed to have a picture of the pathway that would lead from the road towards the location, this is wrong because it's the wrong freaking road. Because this road here, Mount Rose Road versus Hopewell Princeton Road, as you can see already, that's Mount Rose, and this is, so it's off by that much. So if anybody has information that would make this really badly done map clarified, that'd be great. So yeah, that was kind of useless, and so is that. So how about we just do the map? This is the other side of it from, I mean, this is even more worthless because there's no other street views of the other road. It's a small road and it's not a through road, and they didn't do it. And these aren't all that useful, and they, yeah, pretty worthless. Let's go back to the Google Maps, and let's see if it loads correctly, sorta, maybe, that would be nice. See if I can trick it into working for 5 more minutes before it crashes. So yeah, the Google Street View only works here, and this is the dead end here, and the location I showed on the map is right here, looking through to here, so this would be the area, one of these two areas, or it's down here as I showed you already. So yeah, with the exception of really, really old maps that are very hard to get on any decent website. This is not a decent website to get information from, by the way. There isn't really any data available to figure out exactly where this happened. There's a rumor that there was a aluminum or a steel plate commemorating the location itself, the exact location, but that this eventually was removed in the late 90s, early 80s. So if any of you out there have an actual note of some website that has it, that'd be great. The Truther website, unfortunately, did not help very much. And, well, now we're kind of stuck with this. Where was the body actually found exactly? It's a case of a murder. It's the Lindbergh baby case. There's no exact information stored anywhere, like mile marker, and there's confusion about which road it is, and whether it's 45 feet or 75 feet off the road. And one account says they went down a oddball road, a little dinky road, and the other one was it was on a main road. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I'm asking. If any of you have any information about that, that would be great. Also, the distance is 4.5 miles or a certain number of kilometers, but that's measured by road distance. As I mentioned in other videos, sometimes the police and popular culture will use a road distance rather than a straight line. And obviously the map is tilted. It's annoying that it is tilted that way. So if any of you have any information, please leave it below in the description, in the comment section. And this is the RFC request for information on the Lindbergh baby's actual location it was found at. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with all that.